Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's Raw again, y'all. I know I said my next video was going to be titled The Art of Living in the Frequency of Your Higher Self and Maintaining that Frequency. But something's been on my spirit these past few days. I haven't taken any notes, so short videos like this are going to be the ones that are pretty much, freestyling kind of. I would have came out with this video a few days ago, but something told me not to, just to wait because I wasn't in the maybe the right state of emotion then, so things wouldn't have came out right, or my message wouldn't have been, you know, uh, relayed in a proper manner. So the title of this video is going to be called The Dark Nap of the Soul. Instead of the dark night, as you're well aware, you may start your spiritual journey wherever you're at. Especially at the beginning, the dark night of the soul, you're going to go through things where things come to the surface. All the bad, dark things in your being, in your spirit, your emotion, your consciousness, your subconscious, all that stuff is going to come to the surface. And you're going to go through things, you're going to be like, dang, what am I going through? You're really going to think something's wrong with you. So, like I've stated before, I'm pretty much 12 years into this journey. Really, it's been 8 years as far as meditating every day and taking the proper steps like diet. I quit smoking cigarettes. I left a lot of things behind, and this is pretty much my life. So, dark nap of the soul is basically, it's going to remind you of what the dark night of the soul can be, or what that made you feel like at the beginning when you went through that and you overcame that. And now you're on the path to enlightenment. So when you're actually in your higher self and you're living in your higher self, you're going to have reminders, and they can last a day, they can last an hour, they can last a few minutes, they can last days, they can last a week. It depends on you as far as how you recover from it. It's like a punch. It's a heavyweight punch. You're going to get knocked down. You're not going to get knocked out. You're going to get knocked down. But it's going to be dependent on you if you stay down or not. You know what I mean? It's going to be dependent on you if you stay down or not. Or, like I said, I got hit in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I got up. My vision was blurry as far as my third eye. Not really, you still, if your pineal gland is activated, decalcified, it's not going anywhere. But as far as that goes, as far as, being in my higher self, my vision was blurry. I saw portals. I didn't see stars. I didn't see lights. I saw those portals. But I stayed on my feet even though I was dizzy. And it's like, wow. I remember this feeling. Very familiar, right? So it depends on you how you recover. But it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you hard, especially if you're doing everything you can to stay and maintain that frequency of your higher self. Like I said, the enemy, they're going to body snatch people and gang stalking as far as agents within this third dimensional matrix. They're going to follow you and they're going to body snatch people because our physical bodies, we're vibrating in the third dimensional frequency. And we only see 0.1% of this electromagnetic spectrum due to Saturn moon matrix, and it goes on and on. I'll make videos about that later. But we only see 0.1% because of everything they're feeding us and all that, the food, what they put in the air, the water, and all that stuff. It all has everything to do with everything that's pretty much against us. They'll gang stalk people, and they'll gang stalk you, and they'll body snatch people, especially when you're at a high. So they're going to attack you. They're going to come for you. Just like you see so-called celebrities when they actually start to speak out, when they know something is wrong. The real ones, because they have agents, celebrities too as well. But the real ones that have actually spoken out, they either get converted into agents, they have a choice, an ultimatum. So they either get converted into agents or, they suffer those consequences for going against the agenda, for breaking the oath, so to speak. But it's the same thing with us as far as we know what's really going on. We're not celebrities. We're celebrities in our own right. We're spiritual celebrities. We should be the ones making all the money, so-called money. There should be no such thing as money, right? We should be rich. We're all rich in spirit, but we should be rich and be able to live the way we want to live without doing unnecessary things. So But they will get, especially if you're living in your higher self, they're going to come at you hard. Like, oh, this person's awake. This person's vibrating his electromagnetic aura, his chakras, his or her chakras, their aura, their electromagnetic aura, their fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional bodies, their astral bodies, their, goes on and on, spiritual bodies. They can see that in the fourth dimension. They just can't come to the fifth dimension. So they want to keep us in the third dimensional matrix and possess us in the fourth dimension in order for them to come to this third dimensional matrix. So, yeah, they're going to come after you hard. They're going to try everything they can to. There's rules. There's certain things that they can't do. Certain things they will do. They're going to do everything they can in order to feed off of every emotion, negative emotion besides love, because they can't do anything with love. They don't have any love. They don't have any emotion, but they feed off a certain energy called fear. So the more you get frustrated, angry, depressed, and the more you start to fear them, they're going to start to put those thoughts in you like, dang, maybe I should just stop. Maybe is what I'm doing wrong? Am I doing something wrong? I should just go back to sleep. Don't. That just tells you you're doing something right. Right? Tells you you're doing something right. Don't become an agent. Don't sell your soul. But it's going to remind you, because the dark night of the soul, that lasts. Some people never recover from that. What we're doing, as far as if man or woman, it doesn't matter. If your kundalini is activated, your Arat Sekhem, your chakras, and there's different energy, points throughout the body, as acupuncture is clearly evidence of that. So if you start to learn about the anatomy of spiritual energy centers in the body, then you know what I'm talking about. But, what we're doing, and I did this, mine started a long time ago. We should be doing under the care of a guru or somebody that actually knows what they're doing, somebody that can give you advice. Me personally, it just happened with me spontaneously, and I've gone through it by myself, the dark night of the soul. People thought I was crazy. People probably still think I'm crazy, and I'm still going through it. But I know I'm awake because I can feel the vibe and the energy of those around me that are awake. And when I see them, I know who is who, whether I can see them or not. So we know who each other are. And you can tell who's asleep, whose pineal gland is closed, who's living within this matrix. I'm not calling them agents, but they're pretty much agents. If you're not woke and you're not awake to the things that are going on, to things that are happening beyond this 0.1% electromagnetic spectrum that we can so-called see with our physical eyes, what are you? You're just a device to keep everybody else around you asleep, family included. You can claim you love somebody. You claim you care about somebody. It's not love. It's not care. What is that? Everything they taught you, everything they show you, everything they feed you is a lie. Everything. Why? Who are we really? It's to keep us from that. They know who we are. They're trying to become who we are. It's been a plan since the beginning, but they can't. They can't do it at all, right? They know who we are better than we do. So if we come to know ourselves, know thyself, what can they do? They can't come to our dimension. What can they do, really? Huh? Nothing. They're trying to obtain a spirit. They have to feed off that. They have to keep you coming back here to feed off that energy. What they do in the Man in Black thing, they push that button and erase your memory. So you keep coming back, and energy just keeps getting feeding off of, and you're recycled into a new vessel. This vessel is pretty much nothing. This is not who we are. So for those of us that are woke, we know who we really are. And we know what we're really about. And we know what they're about. And they have agents. I don't want to call them people because they're not people. So yeah, you will have dark naps of the soul, to where it just feels like oh wow, this felt like This was the feeling I had before, I started to awake, before the symptoms of awakening happened. Like, wow, I do not want to feel this way. Why am I feeling this way? It's because the Kundalini doesn't belong to you. It's yours, but it doesn't belong to you. You're getting to know you. So who you were before that wasn't you. That's everything they taught you. That's everything they fed you. It's everything you learned from them, which is a fantasy, which is a plot, which is a plan, which is propaganda, which is false, whatever you want to call it. So what you're going through is getting to know the real self, the real you, that almighty spirit within you. For those of us that have spirits, right? Who is that almighty spirit? That is the essence, the inception of where we come from. That's what we're getting to know. That's who we're getting to know. It's the almighty spirit within us having this third dimensional human experience. And we are granted permission. Dr. Blair said it best. Y'all need to research his lectures. He was talking about this stuff in the 90s, early 90s. But we've been granted the permission to go to the fifth dimension. And we're going to see who's not allowed to come there and who tries to hold you back in the fourth dimensional frequency and in the third dimensional matrix frequency. You're going to see once you're woke. When you're in the fifth dimension, you can't have one foot on the boat, one foot on the dock. Depends on the way you look at it. You could have one foot on land, one foot on the boat, and for those that are trying to take you with them out to sea with no compass, no nothing, hey, come back, try to hold you back. Or you can, set sail with a compass, know exactly what you're doing, know exactly where you're going. And those that are left behind say, no, stay here with me so I continue to hurt you to make myself feel good and to feed off your energy. We don't do that stuff at all. No. No. We don't mess around like that, do we? No, we don't, right? So you're going to see. So this video is basically being made for those of you who've started your spiritual journey. You know at the very beginning what the dark night of the soul is. You know what it is. Research it if you don't. If you're barely starting it, I'm gonna start making videos like this, like short videos. As far as for people that are starting their spiritual journey or like a year in or whatever, I'm gonna start making short videos like this, just basically freestyling and, letting y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that I know everything, but, I receive messages from other people that have been doing this longer than I have. But I can let y'all know, just like they let me know. It is what it is. So I'm gonna start making short videos like this, and this video is basically made for people that have been through it, the dark night of the soul. Like, okay, yeah, boom, I got that out the way, huh? No, it's gonna remind you because it's not yours. It is you, but it's not you. So it's gonna show you things. It's gonna put you through things to see how you react. It's gonna hurt your chakras. Like, each and every chakra has a behavior. Your root chakra has behaviors, negative and positive. Your sacral has negative and positive. Your solar plexus has negative and positive. Your heart has negative and positive. Your throat has negative and positive. Your third eye has negative and positive. And your crown has negative and positive. It depends on how you use it and how you take care of them. But it's going to show you negative aspects of your environment. It depends on how you react. It's going to hurt your chakras. And they're going to, I heard somebody say chakra defecate, right? But it's like cleansing. So it's not going to cleanse your chakras. It's going to have your chakras leak the wrong way. And you're going to get mad. You're going to get upset, especially if you know what you're doing. Like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why is this going on? This doesn't make any sense when I'm doing everything right. But it's putting you through something. It's going to depend on how you recover, how you get up and respond to that, you know, punch to the chin. Everybody's got a plan till they get hit, right? Everybody's got a plan till they get hit. So it's going to depend on how you respond to that. Do you got a glass jaw? Do you got a glass spirit? Are you easily broken? It's not easy at all. This is by far, not to say that my life has been any worse or any, but I know my life has an interesting story. I'll just say that. And by far, this is the most difficult thing I've ever had to go through. By far. And I'm not done. You can't put the genie back in the bottle like somebody once told me when I first started this journey. He said, no, it's not yours. You can't put the, no, no, no. We don't do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? We don't do that at all. But you can't put the genie back in the bottle. This is it. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Nobody said it was going to be easy. This is the narrow path that everybody talks about. You can either go with everybody else or you can go against the grain. And by going against the grain, I mean going with the grain, the way we're supposed to be going. Going with everybody else. This is like the blind leading the blind. How you going to be blind and tell somebody where to go? How's your third eye going to be shut? Right? So no, I made my decision. Make yours. I made mine before I came here. How about that? No, thank you. Right? But yeah, dark naps of the soul, you're going to go through it. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. It can be years down the line. I don't know where you're at as far as your awakening and all that. But like I said, it's how you respond. You're not going to be allowed to do some things. You know, it's like your chakras and their behaviors have control over you and your actions and your emotions, your moods. You're like, dang, I thought I was in full. Like, dang, like, yeah, I'm able to speak and let people know. And, hey, slow down for a second. Let me talk to you. You feel me? But yeah, I went through a dark nap of the soul, and yesterday I was like, I got me a lot of sun yesterday, pretty much all day. Sat in the sun, you know. And it was like, hey, wake up, wake up. I was wobbly on my feet. My knees were shaky. I'm like, oh, geez, should I just fall back down? What should I do from here? Today it's like, I'm getting there. So, I could have been fake with it and released a video about this 2 days from now when things are going to be like, okay, yeah, I'm back to so-called normal, right? Anyway, but no, this is authentic. This is real. This is, what it is, right? But yeah, it's a dark nap of the soul. I'm not shaky on my knees. I'm not wobbly. I'm basically looking at the referee like, all right, I'm ready. I'm not ready to fight. I'm ready to go back in there and vanquish and destroy with my spirit, which is basically we don't have to do anything because they can't come where we are. They don't have what we have. We're natural with it. So it's not about fighting. It's about overcoming. It's about triumph. It's about looking past things, not looking at things. So yeah, I'm back in this thing. And it's okay. But you're going to go through it and just respond. Don't get angry. Don't get angry at people. What are you going to? You're not going to have a choice. But don't let it get you to a point to where, you're stuck there. And you're back into the dark night of the soul, and then you're back asleep. Like I said, you can't put the genie back in the bottle, so where do we go from here if you don't know how to respond? Hey, right? But so I'm just letting you know what's going to be. So next time I may come out with another video like this. Is actually, longer than I expected. 20 minutes, dang. I thought it was gonna be like 10 minutes. Anyway, um, but yeah, man, woman, do what you gotta do. And I release videos like this. If you like it, share it. So if you don't like it, you don't have to do anything with it. You can click off after the first minute. I don't like what he's talking about. Bam, leave it alone. If you do, and it's in your spirit to share it with somebody. Leave a comment, like it. I'm not doing this to, for anybody to like me. I'm doing it because I know what I'm talking about. Period. And if you're going through it, listen. And if you know somebody else that's going through it, they need to listen. Because I listen to y'all. I listen to whoever that knows what they're talking about, right? If you don't, I'm not going to pay attention to you. But so next time, I may come out with another short video like this, but I'm going to start taking notes about living in the frequency of your higher self. Like I said, it's diet. It's about your sexuality. It's about NoFap. It's about living from your heart chakra. That's going to magnify everything. That's going to cleanse every chakra. It's about getting sun. It's about a whole bunch of stuff. But basically, this is the dark nap of the soul, and I'm back in this thing. I'm always woke. It doesn't matter. I'm always woke. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna change at all. Like I said before, there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. But I got my gloves off, and I'm ready to not fight. I'm ready to stay going against the grain in my own lane. Till next time, this is Ra. Peace.